The best performing asset of the previous decade was not Apple stocks or Google stocks, but it was Bitcoin. This year we had the highest prices for Bitcoin, and that was above $63,000. 10 years ago, if you asked someone what the price of Bitcoin would be 10 years later, we're pretty sure they wouldn't even guess anything close to this figure. So considering the historical records, should you hold or sell Bitcoin? Let's find out. Hey, welcome to Moneymaker. Moneymaker is a channel dedicated to helping others become financially independent through cryptocurrency trading and investing. The FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, is our focus. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this one and drop a like for the video if you're going to buy more Bitcoins after this video. There used to be a time when cryptocurrencies were only discussed by people who appreciate blockchain technology, but this was a few years ago, and today the entire situation has changed. Unlike a decade ago, today almost all of us use a smartphone or some form of device that can access the internet. Today, our workspaces are evolving to a completely remote and digital environment. Our meetings are no longer in a conference room, but the meetings are done through online video conferencing software. Our education system is also moving away from the traditional classroom setting to online interactive sessions or with pre-recorded classes. With our smartphones, we also make digital payments using digital wallets, which are linked to our bank account. Now, why did we mention all these and how is it even related to Bitcoin? Well, the one common thing about everything we talked about is our transition to a digital future, even in areas that we once thought would not be possible. Bitcoin being completely digital is quite promising despite the lower prices. On July 8, 2021, the price of Bitcoin was just above $30,000, and this will change by the time you watch this video. The price is half of what Bitcoin was trading for earlier this year. This led to many investors wanting to sell their Bitcoins even if they lose money by selling these assets. Selling Bitcoin now because of its current prices is not a good move. You can see so many early adopters of Bitcoin now becoming millionaires, but what made them so much money then? Well, they use the biggest and most powerful tool to make money with investments, and that is to hold their investments, and in our case, it's Bitcoin. Now, there are so many reasons for you to do the same, just like these multimillionaires. Yes, it's true that cryptocurrencies are the most volatile assets to invest in, and they are also high-risk, high-return investments. Volatility was always part of the game when it comes to cryptocurrency investments, and we could expect this volatility to be more stable once Bitcoin becomes a currency that is used all over the world, even though when that will happen is something we need to wait and see. Coming back to the reasons why you need to hold on to your Bitcoin investments, today people invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for their utility as a store of value, and Bitcoins are considered to be speculative assets, meaning investors buy it today and sell it when the prices are much higher than what they originally bought it for. With volatility, you can also expect prices to go much higher than you expect, which is a good thing even though that is not something that will happen very often. Investors like you can always diversify your portfolio with high risk and high return investments like Bitcoin. We mentioned earlier about how our lives are dependent on everything digital today. This means that digital currencies will be the future moving forward, and today Bitcoin is the top player in the cryptocurrency market. You can say it is because of the first mover advantage that Bitcoin has, because Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency ever to exist, and even people who don't know much about cryptocurrencies know about Bitcoin. The other reason why you need to hold on to cryptocurrency is because it acts as a safe hedge against the rising inflation of the global economy. This is due to the limited supply of Bitcoin, which is capped at 21 million, and out of this, more than 18 million is already mined. What if we told you that Bitcoin could be better than gold? The similarities between Bitcoin and gold are that both have to be mined and both have limited supply, and the scarcity is what is driving up these prices. Historically speaking, both gold and Bitcoin witnessed an increase in their prices every year, but there is more certainty in the mining rate of Bitcoin than gold, and the ledger of Bitcoin is completely public so that you can track transactions too. With gold, you will be stopped at the airport if you carry in excess, but with Bitcoin, there is no such inconvenience, and you can access your wallet anytime you want, from anywhere. Then we have the Ethereum blockchain that claims to do a lot more than just hosting a currency. But the truth is, even after all these years, there is no coin that can challenge the market capitalization of Bitcoin. Investors are still investing in Bitcoin because they trust Bitcoin, and this trust cannot be replicated very easily. Now let's talk about the governments turning their heads on cryptocurrencies. Well, like we mentioned earlier today, so many millionaires and billionaires are investing in Bitcoin, and no government will want to fight with so many rich people all at once. So the government will be forced to regulate cryptocurrencies in such a manner that cryptocurrencies can still be used. But this will be just the first step. Once there are regulations, Bitcoin can get pretty serious as a currency, even though regulations will affect the decentralized nature of Bitcoin. Bitcoin investments are extremely safe even though they are digital assets, but this safety will depend on where you store it. If you store it in cold wallets, it will be much safer than putting them in the hot wallet. The difference between these two wallets is that a hot wallet is the one that is connected to the internet and a cold wallet is not. Hot wallets are vulnerable to online attacks, but the network of Bitcoin is highly secure. Whatever risks that Bitcoin might have because it is a digital coin is just the same as making payments online with credit cards or debit cards. It's better to trust a decentralized network than a completely centralized system like the banks that we have today. Today, we have more than 100 million Bitcoin wallets, and according to a few sources, more than 12% of Americans already have Bitcoin in their investment portfolio. The Bitcoin network grew from 45 million users in January 2020 to 65 million users as of January 2021, and this number will continue to rise in the years to come. Most of the investors in Bitcoin are millennials, which says a lot about the future of Bitcoin. With all the attention that Bitcoin is getting today, combined with the high prices of Bitcoins, you can be sure that this is a new chapter in the history of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, and things just got started. So to sum things up, Bitcoin is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and there is no guarantee that it will make you a millionaire overnight. Our technological revolution is focusing on integrating most of our activities into a digital form. Soon, we will have a decentralized currency that cannot be controlled by the government or any centralized institution. Just look at what the internet is today and how it is changing our lives. Just look at the prices of Bitcoin ever since its inception. If you deeply analyze, after 2017, Bitcoin's price fell by 65% from the 6th of January to the 6th of February the same year. And those who still decided to hold on to Bitcoin benefited a lot when they sold them during the price rally of Bitcoin of this year. So you need to hold on to your Bitcoin because the future of the currency moving forward is digital, and there is no doubt about it. And a final note, this video was meant to be infotainment content and should only be taken as such. Every financial decision that you make must be after deeply studying the assets that you want to buy or sell. With that, we have come to an end with our video. What do you think about holding your Bitcoin, or do you wish to sell your holdings? We would love to hear from you all, so let us know in the comment section below. Drop a like for the video if you're excited about the future of Bitcoin. Also, a gentle reminder to subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one and press the bell icon to get notified about our future content.